play a little catch up. So this is for June 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. If you want this book, there's a link below this video. Check it out there. But make sure you hit that subscribe button, catch these videos every day. And also my podcast drops every Friday. But let's get into it. Today's topic, June 22nd, in this book right here, is Don't Lose Your Marbles. He says, my friend Dwight Bryan sent me a story of a ham radio operator who ever heard an older gentleman giving advice to a younger man. It's a shame you have to be away from home and your family so much, he said. Let me tell you something that has helped me keep a good perspective on my own priorities. You see, one day I sat down and did a little arithmetic. The average person lives about 75 years. Now then I multiplied 75 times 52 and came up with 3,900, which is the number of Saturdays that the average person has in a lifetime. It took me until I was 55 years old to think about all this in any detail. He continued, and by that time I had lived over 2,800 Saturdays. I got to thinking that if I had lived to be 75, I only had about 1,000 of them left to enjoy. He went on to explain that he bought 1,000 marbles and put them in a clear plastic container in his favorite work area at home. Every Saturday since then, he said, I've taken one marble out and thrown it away. I found that watching the marbles diminish, I focused more on the really important things in life. There's nothing like watching your time here on earth run out to help get your priorities straight. Then the older gentleman finished. Now let me tell you one last thought before I sign off and take my lovely wife out to breakfast. This morning, I took the very last marble out of the container. I figure if I make it until next Saturday, then I have been given a little extra time. We can't choose whether we will get any more time, but we can choose what we do with it. And that's from John's book, The 17 Essential Qualities of a Team Player. And he finishes that page with, be intentional with your time. Man, that's so good. So June 23rd's topic is develop a personal relationship with the people you equip. All good mentoring relationships begin with a personal relationship. As your people get to know and like you, their desire to follow your direction and learn from you will increase. If they don't like you, they will not want to learn from you. And the equipping process slows down even to stops. To build relationships, begin by listening to people's life stories, their journey so far. Your genuine interest in them will mean a lot to them. It will also help you know their personal strengths and weaknesses. Ask them about their goals and what motivates them. Find out what kind of temperaments they have. You certainly don't want to equip and develop a person whose greatest love is numbers and financial statements for a position where he would be spending 80% of his time dealing with disgruntled customers. One of the best ways to get to know people is to see them outside of the business world. People are usually on their guard at work. They try to be what others want them to be. By getting to know them in other settings, you can get to know who they really are. Try to learn as much as you can about the people and do your best to win their hearts. If you first find their hearts, they'll be glad to give you their hands. And that's from Developing the Leaders Around You book. And he finishes that page with, make an appointment to get to know someone on your team today. All right, so playing a little catch up here, June 24th topic here in the Maxwell Daily Reader. And today's topic is make the most of your gifts and opportunities. And John says this, more than 30 years ago, I memorized a quote that has shaped the way I live. My potential is God's gift to me. What I do with my potential is my gift to Him. I believe I am accountable to God, others, and myself for every gift, talent, resource, and opportunity I have in life. If I give less than my best, then I'm shirking my responsibility. I believe UCLA coach John Wooden was speaking to this idea when he said, make every day your masterpiece. If you give our very best all the time, we can make our lives into something special, and that will overflow into the lives of others. There's a story I love about President Dwight Eisenhower. He once told the National Press Club that he regretted not having a better political background so that he would be a better orator. He said his lack of skill in that area reminded him of his boyhood days in Kansas when an old farmer had a cow for sale. The buyer asked the farmer about the cow's pedigree, butterfat production, and monthly production of milk. The farmer said, I don't know what a pedigree is, and I don't have an idea about butterfat production, but she's a good cow, and she'll give you all the milk she has. That's all any of us can do. Give all that we have. That's always enough. And that's from his book, 25 Ways to Win with People. And he finishes with this, strive to make the most of your potential today. All right, we caught up there. Hope those resonated with you. Hope you have an awesome day. Keep changing the world.